I recently was diagnosed with MS, and yesterday I had my first half dose of Briumvi. I took a lot of people's suggestions and I made sure to drink a lot of water before, and I had water on the day, and I made sure to have a good breakfast and everything. And I tried to do the best I could to make sure I had the best experience as possible. But unfortunately, I did have infusion reaction. I had like a few different types. Basically, it started off with itchy eyes and a scratchy throat, and that came and went. It wasn't there like the whole time or anything. But then when they made the infusion go faster, that's when I had like a real bad reaction. I was like freezing cold, and then I was like shaking, and I was like trying to like control the shaking. But if I didn't control it, it would be very obvious to everybody in the room. I started off before the infusion. I had Benadryl, Tylenol, and a steroid, like a low dose of steroids. And I still had like a reaction like immediately with the itchiness. But then with the freezing cold and just shaking, they stopped the infusion. They gave me more Benadryl, and then they gave me antihistamine. And then pretty soon after that, I felt like back to normal pretty much. They started the infusion again. And then the rest of the time, I pretty much felt normal. I probably felt like a little itchy maybe here and there. And then I was feeling like I was getting sick, like as in like my throat felt like scratchy, and like I felt like I needed to cough. I was able to control it. Like I was in the public room, and like I'm trying not to like, cough all over the place. Like everybody is there for like, I think MS or something related. So it's like, I don't want to like be coughing all over the place. But anyways, I will say it was pretty disappointing to be in the public room since I was there for literally 8 hours. I ended up being there for like ever, way longer than they said. And then my husband couldn't be there with me the whole time. Like he was only there in the beginning and the end, which was really disappointing because I thought he was going to be there and be able to like alert the nurses when I had like a reaction. And then it was kind of difficult to be like, hey, like I need help. Like I'm not someone who just yells across the room in a room full of people. Like that's just not my personality. So I was freezing cold, and then later on, a few hours later, I was like getting hot. Like I felt like really hot. And then temperature got to like 99, so it wasn't a fever. I think it was the steroids because I was really, really hot after getting my steroids at the hospital for 5 days. Like I was like really hot, and then I was hot for like a week after. Luckily with this, I was hot, and then around like 10 p.m., maybe 11 p.m., I was like, whoa, I can actually feel like cold. So that was good because then I got to sleep better that way, I think. When I went to sleep, I was mostly feeling fine. I took NyQuil because that has some like antihistamine or something like that in it. So I was feeling a little itchy. So I went to sleep and I was fine. Like I woke up like once, maybe twice, and there's no issues. And then when I woke up, I felt like actually pretty good. Right now, I do feel itchy. Like my face feels so itchy, and my throat maybe a little bit. They did say that like having a scratchy throat afterwards is gonna be pretty normal. Like I don't feel any more like sick. Like I just feel like how I was feeling a little bit before. When I wake up, I was feeling like a little bit like I could be getting sick kind of feeling, and I just feel like that again today, so I don't feel like more sick. But I do feel pretty itchy, so I'm gonna make sure I get Benadryl today so I can take that, and then I'm gonna take more NyQuil tonight to make sure it's like nothing going on. But overall, like my eyes are a little itchy and my face is a little itchy. But overall, like I woke up today like surprisingly better than I thought I would be feeling. All in all, like I feel pretty confident going into my next session, in 2 weeks. I do think that they should probably give me antihistamine before, along with Benadryl. So I guess we're gonna see about that. I will say that feeling of like freezing cold and shaking was not pleasant. So I would prefer to not have to go through that again. Comment below if you guys had that symptom when you were taking like an MS medication, because no one mentioned that. Like they said like itchiness and like other stuff and rash. I don't think they mentioned that that was like a possible symptom. So I wonder if anyone else had that. So that is my update for today, and let me know if you guys have any questions.